I'm gonna follow a basic rule, a basic premise. Now, the idea with spinning or any art is with any rule is you can break it. But first, if you need like a good foundation point, use this until you find a good reason to break it, and then by all means break it. But the basic rule that I'm going to tell you right now is when you make big circles, do it in front of you. Okay? This is the wall plane. So if you make circles, if you do rotors, for instance, or if you do anti-spin rotor wrist roll variations, or anything that involves just basically a big flat circle, we're going to do it in front of us. Now, anything that involves figure eights, now I could figure eight this way, sure. No, that's totally true. I totally could. But for the purpose of staying in flow and for performance-wise, we're going to figure eight off to the side. So while I'm still facing the audience, like so, as I move over to figure eights, it's going to go to the side, here, and back. Again, I'm not showing you the techniques. I'm just showing you where you can chain these together and keep a constant flow. So rotors to the front, figure eights to the side, back to a rotor. Now here's the thing, if I'm doing a figure eight here, I have to reverse figure eight on the other end. Why? Because everything I do here, if I turn this way, is reversed 180 degrees as long as I keep it in the same rotation. I mean, it kind of makes sense because if you're facing here or you're facing here, it's kind of like you're looking into a mirror. So when you look in a mirror, everything's reversed. It's the same thing with flow. So if I do a figure eight here, my reverse figure eight goes on the other side. And again, this is just the very basic foundation pattern to start with. The last thing that I'd like you to think about is when, of course, you do like pinwheels or whatever, do it behind your back. You can't do a pinwheel any other way. But tag that all together and you have a rotor in the front, figure eights to the side, right? Pinwheels behind you, a reverse figure eight to the other side, and then you're back to the front. So, if you were to learn a combo, start with rotors, figure eights, reverse figure eights, and pinwheels. If you can get through all of this, you'll always have something you can fall back on when you're doing a flow and you're not sure where to go. That's not to say you should always do this, but like I said, use this as a guide. You know, and by all means, if you do like take it further, you're probably gonna break those rules, and I completely applaud you for that.